Everyone, what's up? It's me again, Junkmaster3, and I am back with another video for you guys. And in this video, I'm going to show you some of the things that I picked up during the this year's Sci-Fi Convention. And it's not been that many movies. I think it's only about 6 titles or so. But then again, I've spent a whole lot of money in my previous update video on movies, so yeah, sorry for my breathing thing. I mean, I have asthma, like some of you probably know, and that's always a pain in the ass, but yeah, whatever. Let's begin to show you what I picked up. First of all, this is a box set which I already had, but I actually got it signed by one of the guests on this Sci-Fi Convention, and it is signed by Robert Englund himself, Freddy Krueger. Of course, he's been in a whole lot of other movies which are just amazing. Great actor, and I think he's probably my favorite celebrity that I've met. Like he was such a nice guy, and we talked a whole lot about all kind of stuff. So yeah, this one signed by Robert Englund. Sleep Kills Freddy, Robert Englund. So yeah, great guy. Now to the movies that I picked up. I also have the Nightmare on Elm Street movies in another box set, but I think it's about this big, and that would just be too big to bring me to the Sci-Fi Convention. I mean, it took so much place. It would have taken so much place in my bag, so that was the reason why I went with the other box set which I had. So yeah, now let's begin. Right. Okay, some assholes outside. Well, never mind. First off, we have a Western film called Any Bullet Will Do. Like a new Western from 2008, I believe. 2018. Sorry, I'm fucking stupid in the head right now. Well, anyway, Any Bullet Will Do. It looks really gritty and it looks really gritty. That's the reason why I picked it up, and it sort of reminds me of The Hateful Eight, since this looks like it takes place like in the Western universe, but it's like snowy and all of that. So yeah, Any Bullet Will Do. Then some weird ass shit which I've never seen before, and I thought the whole concept, not the concept, but the storyline sounded so interesting, because it takes place in Africa and it's like some war, and two groups of people have to cooperate to kill another enemy, or like a bigger threat than both of them are to each other. So yeah, warriors from hell. Basically a blind buy. I just thought it looked nice, and it looks really interesting based on the plot line and the storyline. So yeah. Then we have Lucio Fulci's Manhattan Baby. I know this, I've heard from many people that many people claim this to be Lucio Fulci's worst film that he's ever made, which is weird because I think this came out in, I don't say it's weird, I mean everyone should have their own opinion about things, but I think someone mentioned on YouTube, I'm not really sure which YouTuber that was, but it's weird because this came out in like 82 or something, and he was basically in his, I mean, he'd made so many great movies during that period of time. I mean, he did House by the Cemetery and The Beyond and City of the Living Dead, and yeah, so many great titles, and after that I think this movie came out, so I just thought it was a little bit interesting, and I think someone else said it on YouTube. I'm not really not understand, but I don't really remember who that was. But Manhattan Baby. I mean, it's Lucio Fulci is always Lucio Fulci, so yeah. Then we have a movie called Death Game. This is with let's say, what's her name? Sandra Locke. I think she's been in a whole lot of Clint Eastwood films. And I don't really know, this just looks, I didn't see this when I bought it, I just picked it up because the title seems to be really cool, and Sandra Locke, that was the reason why I picked it up. But then I read this down here, a male sex fantasy carried to the point of no return, violent and unnerving. And the person who said that, it says Bruce Williamson, Playboy. I'm not too sure how well you can see this, but yeah. So yeah, I have no idea what to expect from this, but yeah, we'll see how it goes and see if I like it or not. So yeah. Then a movie which I mean, I really want to get more of these movies that were released by the Hammer label, because I mean, some of those movies are really hard to come across, and I don't really understand why, because I've heard from people that, I mean, they there are so many people that love these type of films, and for some reason they're still so hard to get a hold of. At least the Swedish editions, but this is a UK release of the film. I'm not really sure if the UK releases are easier to come across than the Swedish releases, but yeah, what the hell. The movie is called Rasputin, the Mad Monk. I read a little bit about Rasputin and the whole storyline. I mean, the real life Rasputin, and I just thought that was really interesting, and that was probably one of the reasons why I picked this one up, because I read about the case before and that he was like some mystical. Some people believed he was like a sorcerer or like a wizard or something like that. And yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, I don't want to spoil anything because I think this sort of is like a real life type of, not real life, but a movie that is based on the true events of this whole thing. But yeah, anyway, now I'm just mumbling here. But yeah, Rasputin the Mad Monk. Then, last of all, we have a movie which I've been wanting to see for such a long time. And it is like I think this is like a killer rat film. I'm not too sure. I think it's like a rat film at least. But yeah, I think this came out in, 2008. Always thought that the cover art is really interesting. But yeah, some people would just say that cover art is just boring as hell. But this is just my opinion. And the movie is Mulberry Street. Yeah, heard some mixed things about it, but yeah, I'm really like creature features in general. So yeah, and you never know about creature features that come out like nowadays, because some of those just have terrible CGI, and this was made like 2008, so I'm not really sure how well if they use like real rats or if it's like CG or whatever. But yeah, Mulberry Street, I always wanted to see this one, so yeah, Mulberry Street. Now, thank you very much for watching. That was everything that I picked up during the Sci-Fi Convention. And yeah, hope everyone enjoyed and didn't get bored. And I hope to see you again as soon as possible. So see you next time. Bye bye.